Hello. Well, my mat's not completely clean, but didn't have a lot of paint, so I decided I wanted to reuse it, trying to conserve. I'm going to do an experiment, and I'm still contemplating how exactly I'm going to do it. I'm using just a small little 2x2, I think it is, canvas. Inexpensive to do this experiment. I do enjoy pouring it on small. I don't know. I like the tree ring pours, but I'm not sure about them, whether they're really my style. So decided I'd try one on this. So here we go. I'm going to use the little medicine cup. And I don't know if I'll use the Rita swirl or if I'm just gonna pour a puddle. I'm not sure yet. But anyway, hopefully everyone's his evening has gone well. It's 9 o'clock or so on Wednesday. I just had to get a pour in. I may do 2 pours. I'm trying to use some of these colors up before I go on to another. And I know this is going to be way more paint than I need for this, but that's okay. It's not going to hurt totally. A little drop of black on top again. So, it looks like there's a lot more black in this than there is, but anyway, so, well, let's see. I guess I'll try the ring pour. Just to see how well I do and what happens with it, since I've not done one before. That one kind of turned out somewhat cool. I'll let it run off here. Okay, come back, come back, come back. I'm gonna put some on the corners, make it a little easier maybe. Let's use this one, the green, and scrape this out. This is paint I had left over, so it may have silicone, it may not, I don't remember. I think it may have had a little silicone. I like these little medicine cups, they're kind of neat for little small pours, and there's a hair. Don't know if it's mine, doesn't really matter whose. There's a hair. There's a hair in the middle of the pour. Well, this was neat till I looked like I've destroyed it. And again, no gloves. It's still pretty cool. Like I said, I think I need to work on doing it some other way. At least it gave me an idea of how it would work for me. I want to save those for skins. Oh wow, weather's making it where we can hear the train. Normally we don't hear the train at our house that loud. Cutting the sides here. and I'll torch it in a minute here. Like I said, these little ones I like to pour. They're good to do your trial, your tests on and things. I managed to get some really inexpensive, not through Michael's though, but can't remember where I got these. But black all over my fingers. Black leaves a I end up with black on my fingers and it's harder to get off. You know what? Because I've still got more of this paint, I think I am going to fairly quickly open one of these, put pins, push pins in it, and do another ring pour, just to see how it goes. But that is cool runoff. So when I do pour it, I'm going to move it over, pour it in this mess. And there goes the dogs. One is outside barking, and the other one just heard it. Well, I'm going to put you on pause, and I'll be back once I have the other canvas ready. Okay, I am back. And I've got, that's a 3x3 that I did poured first. This is a 2x2. Actually, I'm gonna do a second 2x2. Have it set up, and I'm not putting push pins in the 2x2s. Just gonna set them on top of a little medicine cup. So, we're going to move some things over here out of the way. Here we go. They may not be quite level. I don't know. I'm not too worried about these little ones, but they're pretty darn close. That wasn't. Shoot. Well, we're just going to pour on them. Like I said, I'm not going to panic if they're not totally level, but I'm going to transfer. Oh, well, that was good. Didn't intend that to happen. That pretty pour I had of the leftovers. We're just going to do one at a time. That's what we'll do. There we go. Let's do it this way. Maybe it'll set better. There we go. There we go. Now, already poured the paint. And this time I'm going to, I think I'll just hold it and then I'll set it down over there. Take the chance of getting it all over my fingers, which I know will probably happen. This one's not going to be necessarily a true ring pour. I just wanted to pour some on. A little bit of a swirl. Like I said, I'm trying to use my paint up. That's what I'm doing. So let's pour a little more on here. Got some metallic fleck paint in here on this one. And you can see I did not get any more gloves. Putting gloves on. So what can I say? I'm a paint person. Stick my finger in it. I don't care. Dripping everywhere. These go real quick. Actually, I kind of like it. Haven't even torched it. One thing's for sure, you know you don't want to just put paint all over the level that I was trying to move out of the way. Here we go, as long as it's not on my bubble thing. There we go. See if I can put it on a lid. There we go. That's what I'll do. Kind of keep the bottom a little bit cleaner. That's what I'm going to do to pour this next one. This way, hopefully you can see it a little better. So keep it out of this if I can help it. Even though I've already dropped something in it, but these are some really cool paint pours. And I'm going to add a little bit of more paint to this. Dollop of black. So, hopefully, which I'm going to stick this in here, do a swirl. Just trying different things tonight, what I'm going to do, what I'm doing with it. And this time, it's going to be little, but I'm going to do a little swirl pour again. But I'm doing it slightly different when as I'm doing it, I'm bringing it into a different angle. And running the swirls around like little curlicues. Oh, I like that. In fact, that may be what I do the rest of my paint to make a skin here. Finish making skins. I drag that through the other. Bring this up, cut my sides. That one's sort of cool. Gave me an idea. I think I know what I'm going to do for my big pour tonight. And if you take the time to watch the videos, if there's any suggestions you have to making my video or how it is, editing, any suggestions, I just use iMovie Maker. That's the only thing so far that I've used. Feel free to suggest them in the comments, because I've yet to figure out how I can do little comments in the middle of a video without it being on the whole video, because of that's how iMovie works. So, if you know of anything, feel free. Greatly appreciate any tips on things like that. I decided I'd do a channel because I've always loved creating and look towards the artistic side, and I've done all kinds of things. I do photography. I love to shoot macro photography of nature. I do photography for art, not, and I do for, memories and things like that, but I'm not a people person or people shooter. I don't take shooter. Photographer. I don't do like senior pictures, family pictures, stuff like that. That's just not my preference. I've done stained glass. When I was really young, I did learn to oil paint. I have ruin that side. I have a great aunt who here in Indiana, there's down in southern Indiana, Nashville, Brown County, there is a artist guild down there, and she was one of what they call the Brown County artists for several years, and I do not paint the same style she did, but I loved it, and so I took oil painting lessons. My mom helped me by letting me get oil painting lessons. And, you know, that was probably in 4th grade, maybe 5th grade. Well, then by the time junior high got here, I was interested in other things and moving on and doing different stuff, so I didn't do anymore. And so at that point, I kind of put the art to the back burner. And I actually had never really painted with acrylics until about a year and a half ago. And I started doing acrylic painting. Went to one of those wine and canvas type things, or I forget what it was called. I don't think that's one that's up here, but you know the concept. And fell in love with working with acrylics. Came home, started playing. And then I discovered pouring. And so that's been my activity for the last 2-3 months. No, not 2-3 months. About a month. And I decided, you know what? I've always considered myself to be some sort of an artist. So while I find the artist within me, why not do a YouTube channel? So somebody else might be inspired to find their inner creative abilities and things. So, you know, I'm sure somebody is going to say, oh, you're not full-time, you're not an artist. Well, I am an artist. I just don't make a living from it, and I didn't pursue it for multiple reasons as I was growing up. Not discouraged, but not necessarily encouraged to take that chance of being an artist and not having the secure income. That's okay. You know, that was my mom's concern, that I would be able to support myself and stuff. And I don't dislike what I do. It's just not necessarily what I really love to do. So art, creating, that's my love. So thus, ladies and gentlemen, why I have chosen to get back into my artistic creative endeavors and create art. And this liquid pouring, I've got so many things I want to try. So anyway, now I've done this, I'm going to pour for skin on this paper, but I'm trying to find my board that I'm going to put it in to let it dry, but I'll do that later. Anyway, well, I'll go ahead and show you, because I want to do some work with skins. I have a few from previous pours where the runoff. In fact, 1 or 2 videos ago, when it ran off the painting, it was just so cool. I was successful at getting the skins off of them. But anyway, so we're going to pour the skin here. And I'll just let it all kind of create whatever it wants. One lady reminded me to do jewelry. Well, I've got to get the bezels. I've got the resin, but I just got to get some bezels. Oh, that's cool. But now, and oh, on one of my previous videos, I commented I wish I could get the skins out of the paint out of the bottom of my pour cups. Well, I did. I figured that out. So I have some of them. I'm playing with this to make some things with it before I and I like the swirls down here. I'll leave those alone. Yeah, this paint's a little older, so it's not gonna probably silicone, and it didn't. I know I did not put lots of silicone in it. Okay, well, that's my pour for my skin. I will be back when I get ready to pour my bigger. I think I'm going to pour 12 by 12 tonight. And then I'm going to hit the hay because I have to be up early. So anyway, thanks for watching. And if you like this video, and please click like. And if you want to see more, subscribe, please. Thanks. Have a great evening.